Hello guys, it is August 17th at 8:03 a.m. I began my walk early today at 6:07 a.m. just because it'd be cooler and all that, and there's a chance it's going to rain, but last time it said that didn't really rain that much. We got a new record set though. Fucking mosquitoes eat me alive. Probably like probably 100 steps up to the bench. I think this is the third or fourth time. It's the third time I walked all the way out here, I believe, or fourth. It's somewhere up there. But there's something I don't think I mentioned in the last video on Tuesday when it dropped. That day, I learned something about my feet and about the human body. For one, I'm in my still early 20s. I'm only 23, so obviously I have like some, great health. It's likely going to persevere like that for probably like the next 10 years or so, because this is generally like the prime of most healthy adults, is in their 20s and early 30s. Depends on who it is, genetics and all. That's generally like it and all that for physical primes. Let me sit down here at the bench. That day, it didn't fucking rain. It was like a little sprinkle that I could have dealt with. So I regret not bringing my phone out there, which is why I brought it today, because it said it's going to rain soon. Like, I checked weather report, said 2 or 3 hours, which means it should be raining like any minute now. But the clouds don't look that dark, so I'm not worried about being a heavy downpour like one day was and all that. But yeah, fucking, oh man, fucking, I'm eating up though. Like, look at this, bam bam, right down to my legs. I don't know how well I call on camera because I obviously don't have a fucking screen on this side, so I can't tell and all that. But yeah, those one marks. Yeah, them's mesquites. I also have them down this leg as well. Gotta feel like towards the bottom, especially at the bottom, like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's probably just when my shorts chafing a little bit. Somewhere that's. Oh, it is getting to rain right now. Huh. I don't think it's gonna be a lot. But the mosquitoes I hear are like black and white colored, like black with white specks. Or you can say white with black specks. That's closer to black with white specks. God damn, I'm fucking sweaty. There's a water fountain near the dog park that I discovered that actually does work. It has like lukewarm water, and I guess that's because that's just what it is on the ground. They're not going to fucking cool off water for people at the park and all that dog park. So I'm kind of excited for that in winter, but yeah. So it doesn't rain too much because this could destroy the phone. I doubt it, but you never know. You guys can see the sweat like right here, like god damn. But yeah, I discovered last Monday, I don't know if I saw some Friday, that my feet healed like almost entirely within one day. Like, my feet are getting better, my body's getting better at just repairing the damages that happen. So I'm guessing it's not repairing damages, it's getting stronger, so there's less damage by the time I get home and all, which is the entire point of exercise. Exercise, you do stuff, you get a little bit of damage to your body because of it, and when it repairs, that's what makes it stronger and all that, which is why people say no pain, no gain, because the more pain there is, the more fucked up your muscles are, which means the more stronger back it'll grow or repair and all that. But yeah, there's this game my friend got and all that, a game called Hell Let Loose. I think mentioned that one before. I don't know, my head's just itchy right now. A little bit. But the second one, Vietnam, Hell Let Loose Vietnam, he bought. The first one I didn't like because, it's honestly the community that drew me away because of what happened in a match or two. But the second one though, Vietnam, I actually like it. Not a lot of weapons and all that, but I'm bringing this up because I played it yesterday with my friend, like quite a bit of it. Teach you how it is when you buy new games. And some fuckery happened. So, for reference, there is hierarchy in the game. You have squad member, which is the lowest, have access to squad radio and proximity chat and all that. They have squad leaders who have an addition, like they have the squad leader thing as well, that chat and the proximity chat. They also have the leaders chat, the radio, which allows them to speak with other squad leaders and the commander. And the commander is above everyone. He's the one who gives out orders. He's the one who can call in additional supplies and all that stuff. You basically need a commander to win, all that yada yada yada. So the commander can drop supplies. He can call in napalm strikes, bombardments, recon, all that stuff. So, yesterday I played commander for the first time and all that. And I joined with my friend. It was the middle of the match, and I realized we're losing immediately. Like, I joined the match and we're losing it fucking already since we're on the last objective. And I realized that. So I decided to be the commander. I told my friend, you know what? We're taking turns. I'm squad leader, you're squad leader. Since it's my turn to be the squad leader and I see you don't have a commander, I'm just going to be the commander. You be whoever. And he was like, he did become a squad leader, I believe, and he became a sniper for a different squad and became a squad member. He just kind of shuffling around, I guess, trying to figure it out. So while I became commander, I was asking all the squad leaders and all that, hey, what do you guys need? What's it look like on the ground? Because obviously you need to know what your squad leaders see to be an effective commander, in my opinion. And I'm just asking what they need and all that. And I tried to deliver as well, since obviously I want my squad leaders to feel supported. If they feel supported, they have what they need, we're going to win. So, what ends up happening? Well, for one, after a few minutes, I think it was kind of for like 5 minutes, and I'll get into why, I was talking to everyone on the squad leader. And this guy, I'm just going to call him V because that's the starting of his gamer tag. He knows who he is. V. He comes up to me and says, the role of a squad commander is to go out there and build garrisons. What's crazy is I did take his advice and all that, and I did call in the supply truck. You need supplies to build garrisons. Garrisons are respawn points for your team and all that can be destroyed by the enemies and all that. There's also outposts, which is something only exclusive to your squad. So an outpost is for your squad spawn. Garrisons are for your entire team to spawn. So I called in the supply truck. I was told, hey, I should go make garrisons and all that because that's the role of a commander. I was like, you know what? Bet. I was just inside video talking about this fucker because these matches are like an hour long usually. Just fucking nuts. But I called in the supply truck. And I go drive, and I start driving it, and the same guy, V, he became a squad leader, and he said, you know what? If you can't be the commander, let me be the commander, because I can do it. And I was like, you know what? If he feels like he can do it, fine. I successfully, as a commander, did protect our final objective, and basically led us to getting the second one, because it's a tug-of-war game mode. There's, I believe, 5 objectives. You start with 2 on each side, and you fight for the middle one. We got pushed back to our last one by the time me and my friend joined. So we were deep in shit with no commander. So when I became commander, we were really turning it around, even within like the 5 minutes I was commanding. So we pushed them back a checkpoint, push them back an area. And then this guy asked to be the commander, the same guy, V. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it. And he gave us I'm gonna give real fucking some terrible and controversial commands, honestly. At the start, he was doing fine. He was just saying, build garrison, I'm call supplies, and build garrison. That's all he was telling us to do. And I kept telling my friend that because I became an infantry squad leader, so I could hear the commander, I can hear the other squad leaders, and I also need to tell my own squad that my friend joined my squad again because he noticed I wasn't commander. And I told him what's going on. And we did good for like 20, 30 minutes under his command, but that's when it all started to fucking fall apart. Now, if you looked at history, you can be the greatest attacker. You can be a great commander. You can be a great fucking general in your life. If you're not willing to adapt, you're fucked. End of story. So what ended up happening was, as we're pushing them back aggressively, the enemies kept attacking us from the south. As the squad leader kept saying, hey, they're attacking us from the south. They keep trying to flank around south and north to get around us, to encircle us. And then it fucking happened. We took a sector we could not hold, which is fine, by the way, because it protected our one that was being captured. We immediately lost that sector. Okay, whatever. Then the enemy finally changed tactics. Instead of doing wonton attacking from a combination of a little bit from the west, a little bit of the east, and a little bit of the south, they completely focused on sending most of their team south and some of them east. So the northern part was or the western part, I mean. The way it was structured, was it north, south, east, west? Yeah. We were defending from the east and attacking to the east. South is where they're flanking. North is where they're somewhat attacking from. So they stopped attacking north completely. What they did was bring out a tank, the enemy did, and got set up on a hill up north to overwatch the objective and fire into it. Eastward, they were still attacking a little bit, not too much. They also had some motor fire in the objective as well. So there's that. And then southward, they fucking doubled down. Me and my friend knew they got a garrison. I called out, hey, they got a fucking garrison down south, to my squads, to the other squad leaders, and to the commander. The commander was fucking ignoring me the entire time outside when I asked for direct objectives. I told him, hey, there's a garrison here. The enemies are coming from this direction. They're doing heavy attacking from this direction. He fucking ignored it. And in his big brain move, all right, I did an infantry mark of some enemies. I told him there's some enemies there. He napalmed it. It was a good napalm. So, a few minutes pass. We're defending the middle objective because we got pushed back a sector. We're defending now the third area out of the 5 because we took 2 sectors. 3 under his command. As they're defending it, he did a major fuck up. So as we're telling him they're attacking from the south, me and my squad, we were defending the southern part of the objective, believe it or not, which is how we could tell. I kept trying to tell him there's a garrison in the trees. He calls in a strafing run. We were American, which means we get helicopters, napalm, strafing guns, and all that. The Viet Cong get a little bit of a different equipment. So, what he does is he calls in a strafing run on the edge of the objective, and you know what fucking happens? He fucking kills my entire squad defending it. That isn't bad. That isn't bad. It happens. But what did happen was it led to the objective collapsing because he killed the only defenders defending the south part of it, and the enemies overran it. So then we get pushed back a sector to the second run. And this is where the collapse began. Now, I told my friend some of the things he was saying over the leader, like the commands and orders, and my friend basically went up to him twice and said, "What the fuck are you doing? Please don't do what you're doing." He ignored it, and 2 different people actually ended up team killing the commander and all that as well, believe it or not. Because you want to know what he was doing? He was destroying garrisons that were perfectly fucking fine, that he ordered to be built. People were fucking the tunnels consistently. They weren't really, well, when fucking tunnels, I mean, we were fucking the enemy tunnels, but it wasn't the good ones. It wasn't the ones the enemies were using. We kept getting the ones that didn't matter, which fucking sucks, dude. And he basically gave, and this is the controversial order. I'm going to tell you both of them, and I'm going to quote him word for word. Squad leaders, put down your outpost because I'm going to do something. Didn't tell us what it was. He destroyed the garrisons without telling us. The outposts are for squad swans, which is why he said it. The next order, I found it to be even fucking crazier. This is when we were about to take the 4th sector. Please come assist us on the 4th sector so that we can take it because the enemy's doing some bullshit. He didn't tell us what they were doing. He didn't tell us if it was tanks. He didn't tell us if it was infantry. He didn't tell us if it was motor fire. He didn't tell us if it was tunnels. He didn't tell us if it was a lot of grenades. He just said they're doing bullshit, and that's that. But once we started losing sectors, and he did tell my friend this before this happened, I'm the one who's going to turn this game around. The enemy adapted. The enemy fucking adapted, and he didn't. And when we got to the second sector, he called everyone, hey, come to the objective to defend it. Now, here's a very critical thing, and why listening to your squad leaders is so fucking important in that game. I told him, there's no physical way we can defend this objective unless we have an artillery strike or napalm. It is physically impossible because there's like 20 enemies on it. They're overrunning it, and we can barely fucking take them out as is. It's too much firepower. We need aerial support. He completely ignores me. Doesn't even tell me if he can do it or not. Just basically goes, well, it's your guys' fault we lost the objective because you're not listening to me. Which is so fucking annoying because I continuously was telling him, thanks to my friend relaying this to me, that enemies are attacking south. We know they're attacking south. They have a garrison fucking south. And what does he do? What does he do? He drops supplies on the objective to be destroyed as the objective is being taken by the enemy. He drops supplies. And then, in all this glory, all his goddamn glory, he tells everyone to pull back. And this, he did this before. Everyone fall back to the objective to defend it. Every single squad. And you want to know why we lost the objective in the previous sector? Because he fucking told everybody to stop attacking the enemy and defend the objective, while not telling everyone where the enemy was, where they're attacking on the fucking objective. Guess what squad, out of every squad, since there's like 13 of them, guess which squad is telling them where they're coming from? Us. And he completely fucking ignores it. We know the enemies are coming south. We're barely defending south as is. Fucking strafing ran us and caused us to lose the objective. Second one, guess what? No one could pull back fast enough. No one could, because the enemy's already pushing, already flanking, because they've developed their fucking tactics. The enemy went from frontal assaults from the north, east, and south sector to encirclement. They changed their fucking tactics. They completely ignored the north and went south to encircle us. And that's what they did in the second sector. And he's telling us it is our goddamn fault we lost it. You didn't adapt. They did. It's your fault. You're a bad commander. He literally started crumbling when we lost sectors. If you're going to turn it around, be fucking adaptive. Because if we're kicking their ass, we're doing the same shit over and over again, it's working, they're going to change tactics. If they're smart, they were. Their commander was smarter. He fucking encircled us. We can't get to the objective. And then when we get to the last objective, because we lost the second one pretty fucking quickly, do you know what he does? He does the stupidest shit ever. I'm telling him, they're in the brush in front of the objective. Everyone knows this. He napalms the objective. He killed half our team on the objective and guaranteed our loss. He sucks at defense. He's great as an attacker, but he kept saying garrison, 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 garrison. He never told engineers, build up defenses, build up barricades, build up barbed wire. Barbed wire would have fucking solved the issue of them attacking south, and he didn't want to do it. He only commanded garrisons and nothing else to be built. He sucks. End of story. It's raining quite a bit now, actually. This is a lot more than last time it rained. What if I pick up? I guess we'll see. But yeah, that guy was the one to turn it around. And yet he was a worse commander. It was my first time ever commanding. And what I did when I napalmed, I defended an objective. I took back an objective and I gave it to him because I realized he doesn't care. And you know, he didn't care. He didn't care what the squad leaders were saying. He absolutely didn't care. That's a lot of rain. Anyway, I'm gonna go now and all that, guys. I'll see you in another video.